Did you call bank? I called game.
Video was made possible and sponsored by MMOCS. Buy cheap NBA 2K MT at MMOCS.com. Use my promo code PACG and you can get a 5% discount. What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here. So, I was reading the comments and you guys wanted me to do some type of series. I mean, this is Pack Gaming and you want me to play the game. That makes sense to me. It's pretty fair. So, I'm gonna revisit something that I did a long time ago, right when I started playing 2K, and that is my G League series. But this time, I want to take it serious. As you can see right now in NBA 2K19, I have all the teams ready to be selected for my league. And I have to select all the teams because I need to change their jerseys and design and everything so I can make them all actual G League teams. The problem though, there's only 27 G League teams in the G League. So I'm going to replace the 27 teams, and then the other 3 teams are going to be replaced by past G League teams and also a street team. So like one team to be playing in the playground, and I can do that because of cheats, but we'll figure that out in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick one team out of these teams I'm selecting. Now, usually I'd randomly pick a team and we'd use that G League team, but I'm actually specifically picking the Lakers G League team because they actually have a G League stadium in this game that I can use for the Lakers. So that's why I'm going to use that. But we're going to draft the players. So what is the G League draft? I made a roster where only 75 overall players in the NBA right now are in this roster. I also have past players who would at least be 40 if they were to play in the NBA right now and they were below 75 overall. So all these players are bad. This is the G League roster. It should be interesting. I always love doing this. I'm excited about doing it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Let's start the draft right now. So, annoyingly, we are straight up the last pick in the G League draft. You know that's my luck, you guys. So before we even start this draft, I want to show you guys who was the first pick in the draft, and that was Markelle Fultz for the Kings, Amir Johnson for the Bulls, TJ McConnell for the Timberwolves. A lot of 76er players so far. Cedi Osman, Celtics, Tristan Thompson, Cavs. Now that I have the teams ready and I have my team picked as the Lakers, I'm actually not allowed to draft anyone because I have all the teams selected. Because I'm gonna change all their jerseys, I'm not even allowed to pick which players I want to use. So it's actually going to simulate the draft for me, and we're going to find out what team we're going to have for the G League roster. I know it's not as cool as actually picking the players, but sadly it's not letting me do it. So it's just going to have to randomize our team, and we're going to find out who our team is. Let's do that right now. So now that the G League draft has officially ended, I'm now going to look at my roster and see who's on my team and who we're going to have to play with. So we have Daniel Gibson, a point guard who can shoot threes, is young. Okay, I can deal with that. We have Udonis Haslem from the Heat. His inside and mid-range has Bs and he can play defense, so I'm okay with that. IMAN Shumpert, my boy. I'm very happy we got IMAN Shumpert. I'm down for that. We have Ian Mahinmi, who's an NBA champion, but not great. Same thing with Stephen Hunter, a center who's just not great. I don't know why they double drafted a center. MAURICE HARKLESS, okay, I can deal with that. David Nwaba, okay, I know he was a Laker before, so that's not too bad. He's probably going to be our primary defender. Tony Snell, okay, all right. That's not the worst pick ever. Jared Dudley, the grandpa of the NBA. Look at this guy's old. Look at him. He looks like a father. I'm not too hype about Jared Dudley, but we have him. We have Mario Chalmers, though. Okay, I can deal with that. Nick Collison, of course. Jakar Sampson, he has no offensive game at all. And Shaquille Harrison, okay. JP Makura, I've never heard of him actually. I don't even know if he plays in the NBA. But that is our team, okay. So now what I have to do is I have to relocate our team to be a G League team. Here is the G League team for the Lakers, the South Bay Lakers. There is the court, the practice court, which is basically a G League court sometimes. They don't really have nice big courts, at least usually. So we're gonna use this Laker G League design, the South Bay Lakers. That's officially our team. Let's go. So now I want to show you guys our starting lineup. At starting point guard, it is Daniel Gibson. IMAN Shumpert is going to be our starting shooting guard. Tony Snell will be our starting small forward. Jared Dudley is our starting power forward, even though I'm not too big of a fan of having him on the team. We might even trade him. And Ian Mahinmi as our starting center. Now, I'm willing to trade Jared Dudley, and they're offering me Jeremy Grant, so I might take that. The other offer is Gershon Yabusele, only 22 years old, 69 overall, for my shooting guard that I don't care about, and Jared Dudley. I might take this. This isn't the worst trade ever. And then the other trade, okay, so this one's kind of a hard one. They're offering me their second round pick and Robert Williams, 21 years old, 73 overall, for Jared Dudley and Udonis Haslem. They're asking for both of my power forwards, and I don't know if this is the best trade. I could pick up a power forward from free agency, but I don't know if this is the way to go. But I don't like Udonis Haslem and I don't like Jared Dudley. I do think Robert Williams would be pretty cool to have, and he's a great defender. I think I'm gonna have to take Robert Williams over these power forwards. I think I'm gonna do this, guys. I'm gonna do it. Now I have to pick up another power forward just to have one off the bench, and I'm thinking I'm gonna pick up either Chris Boucher or Jonathan Williams. I think I'll just pick up Jonathan Williams, 23 years old, 66. Not too important to have. I'll just pick him up to pick him up. So now we officially have our power forward as Robert Williams starting, and he's a good rebounder and a defender, and that's what we need. Now I want to show you guys the court with our players just to show you guys how it's gonna look, and then that'll wrap up this episode. And then the next episode we're gonna play our first game, and I'll have all the teams updated as G League teams. I'm honestly really excited about this series, you guys. While we're waiting, press that subscribe button, join the Pack Nation, help us get to 100,000 subscribers, be an OG, because when you're not an OG, you're an OG, and no one wants to be an OG. Now look at this court, guys. We have an official practice court for our official court for this G League team. Daniel Gibson is our starting player. He can dunk. He's our probably best player on the team. He has a great three-point shot. Let's see if we hit that. By the way, I should have mentioned, the difficulty I'm going to be playing on is All-Star. The reason I'm picking All-Star is because, so Hall of Fame is already difficult, and not only that, but I'm having players that have no offense, or at least usually no offense at all. So not only is it hard to score with a great defense against me, it's going to be even harder with worse players. So, and then rookie and pro are way too easy, and not only that, it just has no credibility. But All-Star difficulty is the one they use for multiplayer. That's like the official difficulty of multiplayer. So I feel like All-Star difficulty is the one I should use. It's going to be more entertaining for the channel, so I'm going to use that one for this league. Also, there's only 14 games in a season instead of 82. That'd be ridiculous. So there's 14 games in a season and then 1 game in the playoffs. That's what we're doing. Do we have our team of IMAN, Shumpert, and Daniel Gibson? Those are going to be our starting players. Now, I usually find out who is my best player a little later on in the season, just because I've drafted players and they have the highest rating doesn't mean they're going to be my best players. For all I know, my, let's say, 60 something overall is going to be the best player. Like, for all we know, JP Makura is going to be our best player just because he's scoring the most. It just happens sometimes. Or Nick Collison, but we shall see very, very soon. So that is it for this video, guys. That is my team, my G League team, and I'm excited to do this G League with you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and we can win the championship. Let's see. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, press a like and subscribe. See you guys next time.
Did you call bank?